How's it going, ladies and gents? My name is Haida, and today we will be doing something a little bit different. For a long time, I've harbored some strong feelings about Gaijin and their decisions, which are ultimately the result of their own greed. Perhaps their most recent example of greed is the Winter 2025 event. The long-awaited Soviet MiG-25 Foxbat Interceptor has arrived as an event vehicle, alongside the Australian CRV Block 2 infantry fighting vehicle and the Japanese battleship Tosa. When I had heard this, I did not expect for these events to run simultaneously, nor did I expect them to cost 40,000 score per task. Does Gaijin really expect anyone with half of a life to be able to grind more than one of these? 40,000 score per task is a steep ask as is, let alone if players want to grind two of these vehicles, or even all three. Some may say that this isn't a problem, but to those who think that, I think you may have an issue. A game is meant to be fun, and while I do think an event should require effort, it shouldn't require that much effort. The average player just isn't that good at the game to be able to crank out both tasks, and the average player doesn't even have enough time to do so. So what options are they left with thanks to Gaijin? They can either miserably stress themselves out to do their best and grind it, miss out on these vehicles, even ones that they may be interested in, and be left upset that they were unable to obtain the vehicle they wanted. People have jobs, responsibilities, relationships, other hobbies to tend to. And Gaijin bets on this because their last option, to pay money in the form of golden eagles to pass through the event without grinding. Now you could argue, who cares? But I think that only exacerbates Gaijin's greed issue. I've only been playing for a little over 3 years, and I've watched Gaijin's greed mount more and more since then. I've watched top tier premium prices rise from $80 to $109. Even the newest premiums at the same BR are a higher price, like the Terms T, which is $10 cheaper than the new BMP T-72 Terminator. Battle passes have also gotten worse, with less vehicles that are less interesting or even less competitive. The first 6 Battle Pass seasons featured 4 vehicles. Then seasons 7 through 15 had 3 vehicles, and since then we've only had 2, all while the price stays the same. The grind has also gotten worse over time. As stated by Gaijin, they don't wish to have more than 4 rank 8 aircraft in one line, for frankly made up reasons. Because of this rule, however, they will be introducing rank 9 sometime in 2026, and I can only imagine how much the RP cost will increase for those types of vehicles. If a non-foldered rank 8 vehicle costs around 420,000 RP, I can only guess that rank 9s will cost over 550,000 RP. Who knows? I could be wrong. Maybe they'll only be 20 to 40,000 more than current top tier vehicles, but knowing Gaijin, it'll just be another way to sell premiums by making the grind longer and more unbearable. All of this is just the tip of the iceberg, and with little actual revolt from the player base. At War Thunder's core, I love this game, but it is heavily plagued by Gaijin's greed. We the players need to realize we hold the power. If we stop giving them money, or at least stop giving them enough money, they will listen in some way. They did before when the player base review bombed War Thunder's Steam page, and we can always do it again for a better War Thunder. That's my rant of sorts, mostly because I was disappointed I wouldn't have time to grind both the CRV and the MiG-25, but I'm sure lots of you out there share the same sentiment. As always, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. Until next time, have a good one.